I'm coming to you from an undisclosed location, and I want to talk to you about satisfied. How satisfied are you? Many of us end up with so many complaints about our life, it ends up affecting us, our personality, our attitude, everything. For instance, are you satisfied with your job? Are you satisfied with your weight? Are you satisfied with the way you look? Well, I've got a couple of little things about satisfied I'd like to tell you. John's daddy was in the hospital. He had just had a heart attack, and he was in a Georgia hospital. So my husband and I drove over from South Carolina to Georgia, and we were visiting with him. And he was going to come out of the hospital a few days, and he said he felt pretty good. Well, everybody left the room, and as I was walking out, I turned and went back in the room, and I said, Butner, and he was probably 80, I don't know, probably my age. But I said, I can't leave without knowing one thing. I said, when you die, are you sure or about where you're going? Do you think you're going to heaven? And he looked at me, and he was so sweet of an old fella. He said, I'm satisfied that I am. I said, well, if you're satisfied, I am. But now he didn't have any doubts about where he was going. Of course, he'd been in the church forever. But if you know how we say things like, I just wish I was skinnier. I'm just too fat. We say that. Or you go to eat a meal, and you go, I don't know. I wasn't satisfied with that meal. There's so many things we say that we're not satisfied with. I want you to pay attention to what you're saying, and you're going to find you say it all the time. But every time you say, I'm not satisfied, it plants discouragement in your mind. It does. I can truthfully say, now, even at my age, everybody at my age has things that don't work like they used to. But I can truly say I'm satisfied with my life. Even though you don't like the way you look, or you don't like your job, the one way that you can become satisfied is accepting your situation. That doesn't mean you want to stay there, but you accept, I am who I am. I accept me like I am, and I love me like I am. You're accepting the way you are. And then you can move toward a different future without being unsatisfied. But you can do that with every part of your life. It's a form of forgiving in a way. Well, you can do that. That's a thought. I want you to think about, are you satisfied that you'll be going to heaven when you pass away? If you are satisfied, will you please put a little hand up, just like this? You know those little hands that are in the comment section? Put your little hand up in my comments. Let me know you're satisfied. And if you're not, well, you need to make a little note in there, and you need to tell me, and maybe we can remedy that. Y'all, I love you. Sorry I've been unavailable lately, but I'm back on. Well, this is my 2 bits for today. Bye.